Hey y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming through. I really appreciate y'all. What's up, Kim? What's up, Precious? I'm not even surprised that you guys are the first ones up in here. I definitely want to be able to get my post started. I'm gonna put how you feeling today. How you feeling today? Question mark. I hope y'all feeling good, especially since it's, the first day of the year. Good. Blessed. I'm putting not so good. Oh, I'm gonna put 6, 7. But could be better. Could be better. Okay, so hopefully it's not too much in the way when I shrink it down. Too much in the way of me. Okay. All right, y'all. Let me see. I think it's okay. What's up? What's up, Rez? Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all are so amazing. How is y'all New Year's going? It's the first of the year. It's the first day of the entire year 2026. I'm so blessed and highly favored to have been able to make it to this year because I already know that so many people wasn't able to be able to make it. So I'm so excited to be able to see y'all today. You feel me? What's up, you guys? What's up, James? Hey, y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming through. Your girl gotta have her Vaseline. Like, just point blank, period on that, okay? Yeah, man. So we're gonna get started here shortly. So if you haven't already grabbed your snacks and your popcorn and your everything, go ahead and get that, honey, because we in we about to get into something for real. I am good. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm glad you're doing good. And it was nice being able to see you on that other live stream I was on. I believe that was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that was a good time. I was surprised. I was really shocked to see how it went and everything, but I'm so geeked that all of y'all are here. Yes, Precious in the building. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, y'all. Y'all already know what's up. What's up, Big Athlete? Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you, hun. Thank you so much. Happy New Year's. Kiss from Jay and everyone. Much love, period. Happy New Year's to you as well. Yes. Kiss from Jay. Trust me, I be. Oh, honey. You ain't even got to tell me now because I definitely know now. Y'all like my little thingamajanga? My little Happy New Year's? I was telling Trisha that I had to go one. I bought it like some days ago. And I literally bought it so that I'll be able to wear it on whatever live stream I was going to get on. And when I found out that Trisha said she was going to be able to do a New Year's live stream, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be able to wear this to her live stream. I wasn't sure if she was gonna wear one or not, but y'all know I like these type of things. I love being able to put these little head things on my head. So I would definitely have to go and get a New Year's one. And she has a pink one and I had a gold one. Honey, do you know how cute this would have been together? I was so upset. I fell asleep last night, y'all, like before midnight, so I wasn't up when the clock struck 12. Yeah, I know. Crazy, but it is what it is. Kiss and J last year was about break and change, and this year is going to be about discovery. Ooh, honey, yes. That sounds good right there. Kiss and J, I'm a creative myself too. I'm gonna have to definitely check out your channel for real. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and enjoy the live. Thank you so much. Sending some gifts. Yes, period. Let me get the other one that you had posted. I was trying to grace my hands, child. But thank you so much, Precious, for always showing mad love. I really appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like the live, y'all. Like the live, because we about to get started here shortly. But I'm just really geeked, y'all, because it's the first of the year. It's the first day of 2026. And I'm so happy to be able, this is my first live, y'all. This is the first live stream of the entire year. And I'm so excited that it's actually going to be under the surface. I'm geeked. I'm really geeked as far as like what we're about to talk about, the topic. I'm going to be able to dive into that once we like get started for real. Once we get started for real. Happy New Year's to you. Oh my God, Boss Way. Thank you so much for being here. Love. Happy New Year's to you. Wishing you many blessings, long years, everything, honey. Good energy, good spirit, good people around you. Good people around you, for real, because, honey, we know how that can be. But I'm so excited, y'all. I'm so geeked. Okay, so I want to be able to put some lotion on my chest because, honey, I ain't wearing my favorite bra today. Y'all gonna be like, what? Yeah, I know. Kiss and J, thank you. You're so welcome. You are so welcome. I hope the chat ain't stopped. Oh, okay, I was about to say, dang, I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with my Nightbot, though. I don't know what's going on with it, but something's wrong with it. I don't know. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, y'all. So, okay. My other phone is kind of somewhat charged, but not really. So we can kind of get into everything. I have my questions here, so I'm really excited to be able to get into these questions. Oh, gosh. So, continue with limited. Let me see. All right, so the questions. Okay, so first off, yes, let's get it, period. So the topic of this live. So y'all already know this is. Hold on, wait. First off, let me pull up my little book because I'm supposed to give y'all my disclaimer. Okay, hold on, real quick. I gotta find it. I almost forgot. It's kind of been a little. What's up, JC? It's kind of been a little minute since we did Under the Surface, y'all. So hold on, real quick. That's fine. Okay, I think I had it over here, if I'm not mistaken. Dang, this is Anthony stuff. These are literally all the different little interviews that I've done on 20 Questions with Jay. So I'm trying to see where it's at. Sorry, y'all. Let me see, where did I put it? I need to put it in like a different kind of book thing. It might be in my red one. Y'all, I have 3 freaking notebooks filled with 20 Questions with Jay questions and stuff like that. This one is my newest one. I don't think it's in here, though. It could be, though. I don't think, no, it's not. I think it may be in that one. Ugh. Goodness gracious. What's up, Elevated? Elevated, where the heck have you been? I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute. It's been so long. Well, you know what? It's okay because I wrote it in here. So I'm going to get it out of here so I can read it to y'all because I got to say my little disclaimer, honey. Yes. What's up, everybody? Thank y'all so much. You guys are so amazing. I really do appreciate y'all being here. Okay, let me see. You want to sit down?
No, not yet. Go ahead. Thank you.
Are you almost ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, here we go, y'all. So thank you so much, Bit Active. I really appreciate you. Period. Shout out to you, hun. Yes. I have to actually reach because I got the camera a little far. All right, y'all. So this is Under the Surface. Welcome to all of you. What's up, Kaylin? Thank you so much for being here, hun. So Under the Surface is where real conversations happen, hosted by me, Kissum J, and my husband.
Hey!
This show dives deep and beyond what people see online, exploring untold stories, raw emotions, and hidden truths. So, y'all, yeah, we about to come get into it. So, this episode is actually going to be titled Traditions That Are Myths. So I wanted to be able to kind of dive into this topic because, as y'all know, today is January 1st and it's a brand new year. And because of it being a brand new year, there's so many different traditions that people do for the beginning of the year, for the middle of the year, for different holidays, just all type of stuff. So it kind of just triggered me to want to be able to dive into this, and I kind of felt like it was fitting for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're about to get into. Along the way, y'all, if y'all, I'm going to be asking Carol a whole bunch of questions and he's going to be answering it. So along the way, if you have any questions that you want to ask that have to either do with this or something that you want to bring up that you just want to be able to get a response on or anything like that, feel free to ask it whenever you feel like during the live. You don't have to ask if you can ask a question. Just go ahead and ask your question and we'll answer it as we go on with the show. So I'm so excited to be here with you guys. Shouts out to y'all for making it to 2026. You're still here. You got a purpose, honey. Yes. So you are so freaking funny. Y'all should, yeah. He has his computer pulled up and they're in freaking huge letters. Y'all don't even understand.
Because I want to make sure I can see everybody. Hi, chat. I know I look crazy. Go ahead, make y'all comments now.
Stop. Y'all don't even play with Me Too Times in here. What's up, Me Too Times? I must have missed her comment, but I see somebody saying hi to her. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are so amazing. So we're about to go ahead and get started, y'all. Make sure that you guys comment on the poll that I put there. Let me know how you feeling today, because yes, honey, yes. And thank you to whoever's hitting the hearts in the corner. I really do appreciate y'all. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Elevator said, Carol, what the fuck?
Yeah.
All right, so my first question to you here is, which holiday tradition do you think most people believe is completely made up, and why?
Which one they believe?
Which one do you think most people believe is completely made up, and why?
Christmas.
That would be the one holiday? That would be the one, not even holiday, but traditional holiday. Yeah, holiday tradition.
Christmas, I would say. You wouldn't think so?
I mean, I guess so. I mean, honestly, for me, I don't know. There's a whole lot that goes with Christmas. I understand that a lot of people would say, like, oh, because of the Santa Claus and because of this and because of that.
It was, that one was the most pushed upon us.
I kind of feel
up.
like it would have to be, I mean, okay, yeah, I would have to say that, but I feel like there's reasons for it also, though. Like when it comes to Christmas, I feel like if anything, the holiday tradition that has to do with Christmas will be the whole Santa thing.
Yeah, exactly. It had the most lies around it. And then for those who have been looking, I don't know if y'all seen, because now they have shorts now about Christmas, and they're showing how Santa Claus is a creation of 3 different entities, and Coca-Cola, the company itself, made up Santa Claus.
Like, so, that's where it started?
Coca-Cola.
Well, you know what's interesting? Because when you say that, the first thing I think about when it comes to Coca-Cola is, y'all remember those commercials with Coca-Cola when it used to be the polar bear was drinking the Coca-Cola? Like, I would have never known that. I wouldn't have never known that.
And if you think about it, it wasn't until I seen that I realized, yo, Pepsi never had a Santa. Pepsi never had a Santa. How many other commercials you see actually utilize Santa as their main thing? You know what I mean? There's people who may have it like the Santa Claus character, but it was a creation directly from Coca-Cola, and they probably have a patent on it and a copyright. So if you decide to use it in your commercial, you probably got to break them off to even use Santa. You feel what I'm saying? So there was things that were like Santa up until that point, like Kris Kringle and stuff like that. But Kris Kringle wasn't Santa. This was an entity that they put together for the use of advertising and things like that. But it was pushed upon. That's why I said, is it the biggest lie? Yeah, because we all was taught Santa Claus and things of this nature, but it was never real.
Hey, Trisha, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. You could be a lucky recipient of a Kiss from Jay membership with access to exclusive. Oh, Wise Mind, thank you so much for gifting that membership. I was looking at it like, I ain't never seen that before pop up on my phone. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm looking at it from my Samsung. Like, it literally looks like this, y'all. Like, I never seen it look like that before. I was like, what? Oh, look, y'all, it looks like a portal. Oh my gosh, look you guys, it looks like a freaking portal. Oh my gosh, y'all, that's so cool. Look at that. That's crazy. Yo, okay, let me stop playing around, y'all. Okay, so Yeah, but I don't know. But thank you so much, Big Active, again for that super chat, and thank you so much, Wise Mind. You are so sweet. I really, really appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys are double tapping the screen, and make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel, honey. I really do appreciate y'all. And if you haven't already checked out the poll, make sure you check it out, honey. All right, so what's up, twin? Thank you so much for being here. I already fucked
What's
up
up, Bree, Bree, Bree?
2026. I'll
What's
try
up?
again 2027. That will be my year. You're so freaking annoying. What's up, Tiff, baby? Thank you so much for being here, boo. Hashtag takeover crew. You already know. All right, so if y'all just getting here, the topic, this is under the surface, y'all. So the
What's up,
topic
Tiff?
of this live is traditions that are myths, okay? So my next question for you here is, are there foods we eat during certain holidays that actually have nothing to do with the event at all?
Yeah, all of them.
I mean,
all
but
of
okay,
them.
so for Thanksgiving is the turkey thing. So, but for Thanksgiving, didn't they say, so hold on, wait, what is Thanksgiving has to do with, like, what do they call people?
They say the Pilgrims and the Indians.
Yeah, but so okay, so how is the turkey attached to that? Maybe I should ask that.
But that's why I said none of them, because if you go down the line, turkey. Well, there's a myth that the turkey is tied into the Moors losing, and they actually eating the turkey because the Turks were Moors who lost the war, and when you do that, you're actually disrespecting your own kind or whatnot with the turkey. I'll tell you, being partially Cherokee, that nobody that's indigenous celebrates it, so none of that has to do with any of the foods. Now, a lot of the foods were indigenous, like
What's up,
the beans and
Stash?
stuff, the greens and things like that. That is, but none of it is the reason why you eat it. Most of it is marketing, again, just like Kris Kringle and Santa Claus. It's during that time of the year, all that stuff sells out, but none of it has to do with the actual holiday. I don't think any of the better question is what holiday is actually associated with the food you eat.
JR, what's up?
You know. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
for Liberia Independence Day, do y'all have food? That a
For like,
particular
I
food
mean, for
that y'all eat?
Liberian, yeah, it will be Liberian food. You know,
What?
the casal leaves, the tabagi, you know what I'm saying? The beans tabagi, like the fufu and soup. It'll be
And
all of the
that's
native
that's the
food.
native foods. Like, so, but
Yeah.
basically, with none of the holidays here, none of that has to do with any of the native food. Not even Juneteenth. Juneteenth, if you go to any Juneteenth festival, they eating pretty much vegan stuff and things that we consider to be more healthier for Black people, but doesn't have a traditional food particularly associated with it. So,
Mm.
I
Let
can't
me
think of
know in
none.
the chat if y'all can think of any holidays that you feel like the food that is served on that holiday actually matches like what's going on.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Who sent that? Wiseman. Oh my God, Wiseman is going crazy.
Maybe
Okay,
4th of
thank you
July.
so
Maybe
much.
4th of July. With
So
or grilling.
okay, I can
That's
see
about
that.
it.
I can
Yeah,
see that
that's
for
a that's
4th of
a
July and grilling for
that's a true.
sure.
But
You
even that
feel
was
me?
adapted. That was adopted. That wasn't something that was originally done. I think everything in America was just put together. It's a bunch of stuff put together that makes up something. And then a lot of it's
So
esoteric.
JC said Juneteenth is a Texas holiday to begin with, but I disagree.
Okay, but there,
Or I digress. I'm sorry,
yeah,
not disagree.
exactly. I was about to
Digress.
say that's very much so. And they didn't have a traditional food when they told those so-called slaves over there that they were free. It's just something they celebrated and things.
So they said, how do you say your name? Is it Abitis Studio, I believe? New Year's black eyed peas, greens, and cornbread is represented warding off evil, money, and coins.
And that has to do with black magic. So like I said, so that's a tradition that passed on, but only certain families did it. I mean, my family didn't do it. When I came down south, a lot of the people that I met down here do that practice, but it don't work because all of them are broke. The main family that I was around that was doing that is like generational EBT. You know what I mean? From the grandmother down to the daughter.
Okay. JC said Juneteenth was celebrated in Texas, then got co-opted by the rest of the corrupt or
Yeah.
co-op
Co-op. Yeah.
by the rest of the country.
It did pretty much.
Okay, well, I definitely I feel it. I get it. I feel like if anything, I feel like for me, I feel like the holiday that the food really just goes with the holiday. I don't know if I could say represents the holiday, but in a way it kind of does would be the turkey. Like that's the reason why people put the turkeys, like they do the turkey. You know what I'm
But
saying? So
that wasn't even the
what's
indigenous
up,
food.
fantastic? What's up, Leela? How you doing, hun? Thank you so much for being here. What's up? Is it J Minnie? How you doing, hun? Okay,
The
let me
indigenous
see.
food for Thanksgiving would actually be buffalo. If it was actually
Like the actual
the actual
buffalo.
buffalo, that's what most of the natives were eating. If they was like hunter gatherer types, that would be the food. Actually, they extinct. They killed most of them just to ward off what they was actually eating.
Hmm.
And the turkey that are eating is a hybrid bird. It's not even the wild turkey.
So what's the wild turkey?
Um, Wild turkey is kind of vultures, but and they
The
eat that.
vultures are
Well, no,
actually
they have
like.
a turkey vulture, but they have a wild turkey, and it's not like the turkey that's cultivated. You feel what I'm
It's
saying?
crazy to think on the different like things that have the actual thing and then the things that come from it. Thank you so much. Wise Mind is so amazing. Thank you so much for gifting all these people memberships, y'all. Y'all so amazing. Thank you so
It
much,
was cut
Wise
down.
Mind.
Yeah, shut up, JC. It was cut. It was purposely cut down for that purpose. They was trying to kill
Wild
off the natives.
turkeys in the north, in the east, unfortunately, those populations have been cut down. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Matter of
Wow.
fact, and like you said, everything that is natural, none of it is what you eat today. You don't eat the real strawberry. You don't eat the real corn.
So what does the real strawberry look like?
It's like a berry. It's very small.
It's real
It's
small.
real
It's
small.
crazy how the things that are supposed to be like the natural thing are like 10 times smaller than the actual
Yeah,
thing.
man.
Like for example, I remember when you showed me like the banana, the bananas that you eat
Yeah, I got them here.
compared to like the actual bananas that people will
The
actually pick in
cultivators,
the
right?
store. You know what I'm saying? Like that's so crazy, child. But it is what
And
it
they claim
is.
they feed that to you so that people won't starve, but then they say we have a starvation problem. They got mainly fake food, and they still say there's not enough to feed everybody. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, fantastic. Nothing is real anymore. Okay. So let me move on to the next question. So my next question for you is, which common saying or pervert or
You say
proverb?
furry?
No, I said pervert or proverb. Do you
P
think
Diddy?
it's no?
Yeah.
Do you think it's completely false or misleading?
Okay, so what comments we said saying or program?
No, saying or program.
Yeah,
How you
'cause
say it? I can't pronounce it right. Proverb.
proverb. Okay, proverb.
Oh, proverb. I don't know why I always say that wrong. I always say that wrong no matter what. Yeah. So, do you think it's completely false or misleading?
That well, just like what JC said, the greens, the one with the greens and black eyed peas for the new year. Uh, shoot,
The common saying.
for holidays.
Yeah.
That's one for that's a new year. That's a new year thing. It's saying you're supposed to eat your green and black eyed peas for money.
Oh well, yeah. I guess you can say that if you're
Um,
gonna say, yeah. Okay. Okay.
uh, Pray at Thanksgiving because you're praying over something that you don't know. Um,
Wait, what you mean?
it, everybody's playing. You're praying over to bless the food. There was a reason why the slaves blessed the food at a point in time because that's all they can eat. You're choosing to eat stuff that has parasites in it, and then you're praying over it, saying that it's going to do something good. None of that stuff that's in the traditional Thanksgiving food is good for you, from all the butter to whatever, the sugar and everything. So what are you actually praying over? Because the food is actually not good for you. So if you was going to have a really healthy Thanksgiving, we'll have nothing else on the table. So the slaves prayed over the food because that was allegedly all they had. So they prayed over it, but they still used certain things like herbs. They still put like honey. What's the kind of ham? It's like honey glazed ham. You
Mm-hmm.
glaze it with honey, and then you put the cloves on top of it. The idea was is that the parasites would smell the honey, burrow up from the ham, and get killed by the cloves. So they had a science on
Be
how to
careful
even.
on like the words you use.
What's that?
I said be careful on the words you use, just in
Oh,
case, you know.
what parasites?
No, you said killed.
Oh,
Say
that's
it don't
not
matter. You know this.
that's
You
not
know how YouTube is. How we in 2026. I'm trying to get all my coins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
they use it when you're talking about doing it to somebody, not when you're talking about an actual
Okay.
scenario.
Well then
Yeah.
that's fine.
But that's how the parasites were unalived. Okay.
Yeah,
know
you
what
can
I
say
mean?
that.
And
What's up,
stuff.
Crystal?
Easter.
JR said this might be the most shit I done learned in a minute. Period.
Yeah, and then is there a saying for Easter?
Is there a saying for Easter?
The palms for Easter. When I was growing
Oh,
up,
like the
no
palms?
one did the palms for
Yeah,
Easter.
we used
I
to
don't
do
know
that in
who-
like church and stuff like that. Like we will have like the palms and like. So what about Good Friday? What is the meaning of Good
Nobody
Friday? Good
celebrate
Friday
Good
is supposed to be the Friday that they said that like Jesus Christ came back to life, right? Or was
Then that was when he was executed. He was supposed to rise on Sunday.
oh yeah okay.
Yeah, and church girl, and I'm a 7-day Adventist, and I didn't.
Thank you so much, Wise Mind. You are so amazing. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the Kiss Squad. To the new people. Hold on, someone has said something. Fantastic said that's a new one to me, Tiff. I didn't even know there were what is it? How do you say that word?
Proverbs.
Proverbs for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. 4th of July. That the nation didn't start then on 70.
Hold on, what did Tiff say? That's what she had said. That's what she was saying. The person that gets the dime is blessed financially. Okay. Yeah, I never actually, like, y'all know my family African, so they ain't gonna say nothing like that. But I hear a lot of things from a lot of other people. You know what I'm saying?
The nation didn't start in 70-76, so 4th of July is a fake. There was a
So
nation way
JR
before.
said, "Who is this, bro? I hope y'all do more of this." Yeah, so we have a whole show of this. This is called Under the Surface. We do it. Oh, we gotta say it together. Under the surface.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So this is a show. This is, I believe, the 4th episode.
The 4th.
Yeah, this is the 4th episode of the show. So the first episode we spoke on polygamy. The second episode we spoke on
Was it Black Magic?
Black Magic. The third episode we spoke on
That's one of my names though.
I forgot. And then this is the 4th episode. Yeah.
Minimalism.
Oh yeah, the
Minimalism.
third episode we spoke on was minimalism.
Because she be making this up on the spot. She might come to me like the day of. And
What's
tell me
up,
the actual
Andrew?
topic.
Yeah, he doesn't have time. Just like how it is for 20 questions with Jay, he don't have time. I literally write down all my questions and I tell him the topic when I tell y'all the topic. So he don't even be knowing.
And the questions.
He don't like the questions. He's just, as I'm telling him, he's answering like just on the dime. Like he doesn't see none of this. You know what I'm saying? So he's just going off the top of his head.
Yeah, this is like this is my Jeopardy and stuff like that. She knows I know stuff, so she just like this. What about this? What about that? What about that?
Yeah. Yeah, period, JR. What's up, Crystal? What's up, Andrew? Thank you so much, Andrew, for coming through. I really do appreciate you. Okay, so my next question for you here is, do you think some of our cultural superstitions were created to control behavior? If so, how?
Absolutely. But all of it was all this stuff was celebrated at a point in time. Marketing and advertising is what make these holidays what they are now. They always went on. It's just they didn't have hype around them. Like they do. That's like Juneteenth. Y'all literally seen a holiday in the making with Juneteenth, because you seen when I celebrated it one time before it became major, and that's because somebody took me down to Clark Atlanta and Morehouse and stuff like that, where they used to have it in the parking lots, and I was like, oh, they have a little event here and stuff. And then about 4 years after that, when Biden made it a federal holiday, then all of a sudden now you got Juneteenth ice cream and cake and stuff like that, and some people
Juneteenth ice cream.
Yeah, you didn't see that nasty ice cream they put out last year? But it was the colors of
Juneteenth.
Yeah, now the big companies can put their hands into it and try to make it something and things of this nature. So that is, you actually seen a holiday being commercialized and made and stuff like that. So just understand all your holidays were like that. Even Easter, that palm stuff, it never existed. I'm an 80s baby. Never seen nobody walking around with no palms in the 80s. If maybe some of y'all are Sunday worshipers, y'all can tell me if y'all was doing that back in the 80s, but I never seen it.
Fantastic say, yep. What's up, Cruz? Thank you so much for coming through. What's up, Casey? Thank you so much for coming through. I really do appreciate y'all. Okay.
Right.
Well, sure.
JC, no. JC, no. He's
JC has said something too. Let me see. JC said you have to also research the history of the Catholic Church. Most holidays and Catholic artifacts are covered from other religious practices.
Exactly. It's down in their basement, and they won't let it out.
What do you mean?
The Vatican City has a basement under it. The Catholic, well, the main, they have a Vatican City where it's supposed to be the headquarters of the Catholic Church. They have levels to it, just like they have cities that go down and under. They say underneath it, they have all the actual artifacts. All that. So you remember what movie was that we watched with they fight the poltergeist and then they collect whatever was cursing the place and they take it and store it somewhere. What's that
Oh, that scary movie.
Yeah, not Insidious, but
Yeah, I forgot the name of it.
yeah, whatever it's called.
The one with the married husband and wife, and they would go and they would help like people that were cursed or whatever.
Yeah. The Conjuring.
The Conjuring.
The Conjuring.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so the Catholic Church actually has mostly anything that has some real power to it. The crystal skulls and all that stuff. They the real Tomb Raider. They went around collecting everything. So anything that has some power is probably in Vatican City somewhere, sitting underneath. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So my next question to you is, what do you think is the biggest myth behind Valentine's Day?
What's up, bro? What's the biggest myth behind it? That is for men and women. It's for men and women and women.
What?
Oh, you didn't know? I'm dead serious. I'm laughing, but yeah, it's a LGBTQ. See, I was gonna say another word. It's
Holiday?
The practice of it was when you drew the name, whoever name came up was your bedfellow. So
Wait,
whoever name
is that's how it started off?
there's a part of it that was that, yeah. Besides Saint Valentine, who they said it wasn't real, but there was supposed to be a Saint Valentine, and he was supposed to, really do good works. I think he saved a lot of people or something like that. But honestly, yeah, it used to be like a lottery. Names get pulled, and it doesn't matter who name come up, you and that person or child engage with each other. So it kills me that people really mess with that holiday like that. But like I said, people don't understand. If you look at it from commercialism, see, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. What we do in this country, we take it and put a positive spin on it. It's bad though, because I guess it's attached to entities. It attached to spirits. So that's why every now and then you hear about somebody not getting a Valentine's Day gift and getting unalive. It could be the spirit that's on this day. You feel me? So you're not aware of it. You thinking that it's just all good and fun, and you participating in it, but you're not realizing it has a deeper meaning behind it.
I mean, I feel like everything has a deeper meaning. It's just the fact that the deeper meaning be real deep. I be thinking it be some light stuff, and it's not even that.
And then now that I think about it, every holiday has an entity attached to it. From Easter, all of them. All of them. 4th of July, all of them. They all have some entity that is attached to it and stuff. And you're supposed to be celebrating it on the low. It's just like when I put out that screen when I showed y'all the emojis. That was back on the Black Magic one, when a lady was talking about the emojis, and I said all the emojis have a spirit attached to them. And I went back and showed them the old
Oh, that's so
emoji
crazy.
stuff.
Do y'all remember? I forgot which Under the Surface episode that was, but I was showing y'all the different emojis. It was actually like the spirit behind the emoji. Like all the emojis that we use are actually what do you say? They're what?
Oops, that's about to play.
Yeah,
They
lower
attach.
it down.
They attach to. They actually owe voodoo symbols.
What's up, Lala? Thank you so much for coming through, hun. What's up, Christine? What's going on with you? And someone else has said something. What's up, Kay Foster? How you doing? What's up, Lisa? How are you? Ty Hood has said, yes, the Palms 80s, but you only see them on Sundays morning. Yeah.
I still
Thank
say I
you
got
so
nothing to do with Jesus.
much, Wise Mind, for gifting that membership. I really appreciate you. Andrew is a part of the Kids Squad, period. You feel me? Yeah. So, dang, that's really, really crazy, though. I'm like, I don't know. Yes, I seen that documentary about the emojis, Lala said.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Okay, hold up.
I didn't know it was actually a documentary, though. What's up? Is it Delia? How you doing, hun? What's up, Alexi? How are you? What's up, AJ?
For those who haven't seen it, they actually look like that.
Let me show it.
Oops.
Ooh,
I got it.
Sorry, babe.
It's all
Come
good.
pick it up. I don't want it to break.
No, I ain't gonna break.
Dang.
We
my
good.
bad.
Yeah, I got the
Hold
cord
on.
up here.
Yeah,
so-
move the cord
Yeah.
a little bit to the
Go
other
ahead.
side. Hold on, let me zoom out so y'all can see. These are the emojis he was showing y'all, so y'all can see them.
So you're dealing with the magic man here. So I've dealt with magic. And yes, that's when you're actually making certain spells. That's how you would do it with chalk, or you would do it with whatever you draw with, and you would lay it out. But if you was
So
doing it
let
on the
me
floor,
see
you
if
would
I
do it
can
like that.
find one that actually looks like, oh, this one definitely
Yeah.
looks like something.
It's supposed to be the one when they're laughing.
Look at this one, y'all. That looks kind of scary in a way. Let me see if anything else that looks like something. And you said, what are these?
Yeah,
Let me
there
show
you
them
go.
these ones
Yeah,
here.
you might-
Look at this, y'all.
Yeah, so they were actually how you would summon certain spirits. You would summon actual spirits with those and things of that nature. But they just put a cuteness on it. And just like how they do with the holidays. Put a cuteness on it. Giving, niceness, Thanksgiving, and then next thing you know, everybody's doing it. You don't know what you're doing it for.
That can get so crazy.
But this is why you also spoke about, because she always keeps saying to me the holidays don't feel the same no more. People say that they feel like we're in a different paradigm now, and the earth is shift. So now I think people are seeing reality more. So the holidays don't feel like the holidays no more. New Year's don't feel like nothing. I told her it been like that for me because I've been out of the loop of society. I just kind of watch
Ty
things.
Hook said, what about the pooped one? Ciao.
Yeah,
What?
that became popular 2 years ago, but
It really did.
Yeah.
That was never around. I don't know who came up with that and decided to say this is funny. Child, what? Make sure that you guys are double tapping the screen to like the live, y'all. If you haven't already, I do appreciate y'all. And if you are a member, make sure that you're using those Kiss Squad emojis, honey. Yeah, okay. So, Ty Hook said after 2015, it is weird now.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So, my next question for you is, are there historical events that we celebrate in ways that are totally inaccurate?
Yeah, 4th of July, Easter. Shoot, once again, all of them. I don't think there's anyone except besides Juneteenth, the last one in this country. Other than that, all of them is not. None of them took place when they said they did. They said Christmas is supposed to be. Some people celebrate Christmas as Jesus' birthday, and he wasn't born then. If you believe in the character, he wasn't born at that point in time. He would be born more to the spring. Some people say he was born in April, if he was actually born. So like I said, marketing. I don't think any of them really represent what they say.
Casey said our emojis are cult emojis.
They are.
Child, no one knows Jesus' birthday. That's the thing. It is crazy, but so I would think that
They
would be
say.
the reason why they came up with December 25th to be it, so we can have a day to be able to celebrate it. So I mean that's just what I think. I really don't know.
No, that all that stuff take place in the sky. So really, that's all to symbolize what goes along in the sky with the rise and fall of the North Star and stuff in the sun and the equinox. None of that really takes place. The same way with Halloween. Halloween is a great way and a great time. Oh, okay, that's something that always been around. The Day of the Dead always took place in October when it existed.
The Day of the Dead is the day after October. It's November 1st.
Yeah, it is. But honestly, and like I said, when it existed, because there was a time there was no October. So it depends on what calendar you're on. So once again, so this is, okay, so let me say this. The Gregorian calendar was put here in place so that they can change time. So when everybody in America is participating in a ritual where everyone outside the world is not, that is not under the Gregorian calendar. So we're talking about the Ethiopians, the Jewish people, the Dogons, the Chinese, most of the Asians. They don't have the same calendar that we do. The Arabics, the Arabian people, they don't have the same calendar that we do. Anybody participating in the Gregorian calendar, you're in a ritual, you're in a spell. There is, I think, in the Arab calendar, somebody correct me if you happen to be Arabian, I think they ain't still in the year 1400 or 1500, while we in the year 2026.
They're in the year 1400.
Yeah, they counting differently than we do. So don't you know there's certain cultures that while we reading left to right, they're reading
I know there's some
back,
people that read
left and
right.
up.
What do you mean left and up?
They
I know there's
read
people
like
that
that.
read right to left.
And up. They read
Like
from the
they
bottom
read from the
up.
bottom up.
And we
Okay, I've
read from the
seen that
top down.
before.
You
Yeah,
feel
I've seen
me?
that before.
That's why when you go to certain countries, like I'm afraid to still drive in certain countries because I can understand the concept of driving on the other road, but it's my brain at certain
Yeah,
places.
it does. It just kind of comes off so weird. It like I know for sure I can drive on the other side of the road. It just comes to when I'm making like a turn. It
yeah.
gets weird at that point because it's
Especially-
like, where am I supposed to?
Especially when we was in
go?
Antigua and we was going through the roundabout, and I'm
Yeah,
like, how
that
do-
was so-
I had to
that
give it
was
to
so
Glenn because
weird.
Glenn was making that happen. I was
Yeah.
like, yo, my brain could, but that's the spell. My brain couldn't function in something. It's not. It's meant to do that. That's why they say it's important to learn another language.
What's up,
For
Beeman?
that
How you
purpose.
doing, hun?
Yeah.
What's up, Yadi 2020 or 2014? What's up? So, Andrew said March 25th he was spiritually crucified. 9 months later, Jesus was born December 26th or December 25th. So 10 months.
If you believe it, I don't believe he was actually crucified. If you go and read the story in the gospel, please, somebody tell them. They say that when the Roman soldier pushed the spear into his side, that he was actually dead. But then when the rock was moved from the tomb and he came out, he was telling his disciples he wasn't dead. And he said, and he even told the Pharisees when they showed up, no one will touch me till I return to my Father. If that's the case, and then the story ended. That's how it ended. If you go back and read the Gospels, either one of the 5 books, please tell me how did Jesus depart the earth? Because the last thing that he said is, no one will touch me until I depart, see my Father. If he died, then why didn't he see his Father then? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, for those who actually read the book. I know a lot of people do memory verses and get the story from, the
Well,
children's
I ain't gonna
book.
sit here and lie. I've never read the Bible from beginning to end.
I have. From Genesis to
I
Revelation, I actually read
know
it.
verses. Jesus wept. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know verses.
Tina Mo probably gonna be. They probably give me later. Tina and Danielle, they be like, we read it because I know they did.
I'm pretty sure they did. Danielle's a pastor. She better. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. But yeah, I can only speak for me.
Supreme
when it comes to
View,
that.
what's up?
So let me see what other people were saying, because there was some other people saying something. So KC said, I think all holidays are made up by human and we celebrate because it's traditional.
Yeah, advertising. Now in this country is advertising. Even I see somebody talking about Day of the Dead in Mexico. Think about in Mexico, they have holidays too. How do they celebrate? Everybody go outside and cheer. Nobody's really going crazy with the spending. In this country is about stimulating the economy and stuff. They might as well have stimulus day. When they gave out all them stimulus checks, oh, that made everybody happy, and everybody went out there and spent big. Yeah.
So AJT said Day of the Dead is also in Mexican,
Right.
or in
In
Mexico
Mexico,
they
right.
celebrate it too. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So Fantastic said, yeah, it's just a made up tradition. Casey, yeah, I heard that some cultures are made up or are even a month behind.
Jesus wept. Yeah, that's why I said October didn't exist, November didn't exist.
Oh, I
December
remember
didn't
that. Yeah, and
Yeah.
they said that like those months were like made like I don't even
My hair
know,
coming
they
out.
were like named after people, which
Yeah.
doesn't really matter because
Roman
a lot
soldiers.
of stuff were named after people. You
And-
know what I'm saying? But the fact that a lot of like whole months were added in, it almost makes you think is time even a thing? You know what I'm saying? Because people feel like they run out of time. Is it like what do you think that is even all about? Because people feel like they're running out of time when in like all reality you're not necessarily running out of time if you can just make more time.
I told you.
But at the
Yeah.
same time, it kind of makes you feel like it's not a bad thing because it keeps you grounded, so you can like it's kind of like a measuring tool, so you can understand when you're supposed to be able to do certain things or whatever.
I told you.
But
As long as you under the Gregorian calendar, you in the spell. The Dogons have a 4-day work week, or have a 4-day week period, and they are one of the older civilizations. They don't even have 7 days, and they still don't have 7 days. So it's like birthdays and all that stuff is strong. But once you start thinking like that, you'll start to unlock your mind. So the idea is to keep you in a culture where everything is, all right, this is the next distraction, that's the next distraction, so that you're never looking at this stuff. And really, because when you really look at it and say, if there's only 4 days, and then then it makes you question the Genesis story too. If God said there was 7 days, then where did that come from? Who wrote that in? If that's the case, if the ancient cultures, when you actually reach these people, they don't have a 7-day week, and some of them don't even keep time. There's still some Africans that don't even know their birthday.
Yeah, there really is. So
I know a few
Fantastic
of them.
said, right, I don't celebrate holidays either. I make Christmas only for the kids, a day before, the week before, and even after. No special day for Christmas in my family.
And
Casey.
that's the thing, because you see how they force you on that. They want your kids to get into the Gregorian calendar. That's the whole point. That's why people are afraid to even, because it's so-called letting down your children if you don't let them participate. But truthfully, you'll be making them weird, because if they don't celebrate any holiday and they just going to school and then you leave them in the school system, they're not going to fit in, so you're going to have to keep them at home if you want to show your kids up. What's one of the reasons why I preach about homeschooling a lot. My kids are going to be kind of weird, so I can't put them out there amongst y'all so y'all can just corrupt them. And teach them a bunch of weirdness.
Supreme is so funny. He said, all right, that's enough spirituality. So one day I kissed 2 white women last night. Farrakhan, what's her name?
Farrakhan, yeah.
For forgiveness. Okay.
There's a free going to come liven it up.
Yes, double tap the screen, y'all. Make sure that you guys are liking the live. I really do appreciate y'all being here. Y'all are so amazing. All right, so my next question for you here is...
What's up, Pressure?
Precious.
Pressure.
Precious.
Pressure.
Precious.
Pressure McNamara.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't see them.
I see Pressure. What's up,
Oh,
Pressure?
okay. I'm like, what? Okay. Are there historical events that... Oh, no, I read that already. How many of our family traditions are really just Myrtle or modern inventions?
Our family traditions? You have a family tradition? Because I don't have any.
I say I feel like the family tradition would more so be during like a wedding or something.
I don't even have that. You know what? That's a regional thing. In the South, I found people have traditions like that they really like. Even family reunions. That's a down South thing. I'm from New York originally. Nobody really did that kind of stuff. And that's because New York is kind of like a mixture. It's always been a mixture of different cultures. Even me. My one side of my family is
Thank
island
you so
people.
much, Big Active.
The other side is American, are from the South. We celebrated things as we felt like it. It wasn't the only tradition here was get up and go to school and go make some money. That's what I think Chris Rock said this. America's religion is money and stuff, and that's it. They said the banks are closed on Sunday, so or if they were open, no one would be in church. That's why they said the banks are closed on Sundays so that people will go to church.
I feel like it's probably the same thing for the liquor store.
That too. They honestly, if we are law in this country, we don't have traditions here and the stuff. It's what you make. It's what you make of it. You could just make up things and.
What's up, Rooted? Thank you so much for being here, hun.
I don't believe that it's really any kind of real thing anybody celebrates here. No, because nobody forces you to. You can choose to believe, and you can start off as a Christian and become a Muslim.
Yeah,
You can
that's
just-
true. I feel like you can literally do almost anything.
That's
here,
why I
for
say
sure.
I feel that any soul that carnates here in America, you're here as a testament to your soul to see to avoid distractions, because you really have an option of doing whatever you want here, if you want to be free, even run around and unaliving people. You can turn this into Grand Theft Auto, just run around acting crazy. And we get mad at people who do that, but that's honestly what you can do when you say, "Oh, I can do what I want to do." So are you mad at the person out here really doing what they want to do? Why you get mad at them for? You in America.
Thank you so much, Big Active. You are so sweet. I really appreciate you.
You better
Thank you
go
so
hard.
much. Hear that? Oh no.
Pause.
Yeah, pose.
Maybe like with your hairstyle, you talking about pause.
You are so. Who said that? Someone said that?
No, but I know that.
Oh.
I know what they thinking. They like the nerve.
Whatever. Whatever. All right, so
I
my
beg your
next
pardon?
question to you is, do you believe in old wife tales? And which do you think is the most harmful myth?
What's the old wife tale?
The
I
old
think
wife
about witches.
tales.
I think about witch stuff.
I had seen it before, and that's why I was thinking about it. Let me see.
Yeah, because I'm thinking
What
about.
are the
And then about witch stuff or the step on the crack and break your mama's back stuff and splitting the pole.
So it says the old wife tales for New Year's Eve focus on bringing luck, wealth, and love, often involving food, specific actions at midnight, and avoiding bad omens like crying or telling things out of or taking things out of the house. With traditions like eating black eyed peas, greens, kissing at
Yeah,
midnight,
that thing.
making noise to scare spirits, and having a crash or having cash in your wallet for prosperity.
So it takes us back to that eating collard greens and black eyed pea
Yeah.
thing. It's real, but see, under the blood of Jesus.
I didn't know that was actually the name
Yeah,
for it.
the old
It's
wives'
called
tale.
the Old Wife's Tale.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was actually the name for it.
Yeah, but and that it has a lot more to do with stuff like that. But yeah, under the blood of Jesus, none of that's supposed to be able to affect
Thank you so much, Rooted. I appreciate
Yeah.
you, hun.
But that's all world technology. Is it real? Yeah, but it's only if you really live by it. Is it really effective for you? You have to believe in this stuff. It's like go back to the I'm shortening the live that we did about black magic, and when that happens, y'all be able to go back and see what I was saying about that. If you have to believe in these spells in order to make them happen, so you can't mix Christianity with this stuff. It's not going to work. You know, you're going to have to be on one side of the fence because under the blood of Jesus, you're not supposed to be able to be affected by any of that kind of stuff, allegedly. You know, but if you're really living by that stuff, then yeah, it's real. Because there's certain traditions where they put, if you opened up a store and you wanted to be successful, you would sprinkle salt and certain things at the doorstep. So when customers come by, some stuff you can even put herbs. It'll make them buy more as they step into your shop and things of this nature. That's real. There's a shop in New Orleans like that, where when you open the door, some stuff falls on you. And the lady says she's been in business for
Yeah.
years because of that. So
Wow. That's something. That's definitely something. What's up, y'all? Please make sure that you guys
Did
are
you
liking
watch-
the live. This is Under the Surface.
Surface,
Under the Surface. You feel me? And what we're talking about right now, y'all, are traditional myths and stuff like that. So feel free to join in on the conversation. Make sure that you guys are liking the live. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed, because we're on the road to 4K.
yeah, Kayla
I really do
said. Kayla
appreciate
said,
y'all.
Kayla asked about Stranger Things. You watch it.
I haven't
you-
seen
yeah.
the new season though. I haven't seen the new season, but I have seen like the first season. I've seen that. You feel me? So yeah. Okay. So my next question for you is, have you? Oh, hold on, wait. Okay, yeah. Hold on, wait. Oh no. Okay. Have you ever questioned a tradition you followed for your whole life and realized it was based off of a false story?
Yeah.
Which would be Christmas, because you already told me.
Yeah, Christmas, but even religion, even the religion we grew up in, and stuff like that. I'm one that, like I said, I'm the black sheep kid, so my household was really rooted in the Seventh-day Adventist Church and things. And when I was growing up, it was different from everybody else because we Saturday worshipers, not Sunday, and things. And it demanded that you study the Bible harder than we didn't do songs like that in church. As time went on, we started singing and doing hymnals, but it used to be about really studying the Bible. But then when I really started studying on my own, I got up off of that tradition, and I started to realize, oh, people don't really read this book. Is when I really read it, I was like, oh, okay. Like I realized a lot of people are not understanding what they actually participate in. But outside of that, are you talking about any other holidays or anything like that?
Well, just anything in general, really.
We didn't really have. I tell you, like I said, my mom mainly, my father mainly worked all the time. My mom really instilled the traditions in us and stuff like that. The only thing that was consistent in my family was carnival. The Caribbean,
Oh,
the
I can see
Caribbean
that.
Carnival.
Yeah.
That is something that we waited for each year, and that stuff we participated in. Other than that, no. Christmas, Carnival trumped everything. Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, everybody was waiting for Carnival, and that's a Caribbean thing because even in the islands, Carnival is like the thing. You know what I mean? Even to the point people travel. Like my brother, he travels and goes to different carnivals throughout the country. We love Carnival because we love women.
Not because y'all love women, child, but I believe that's probably why, for real. But yeah, I was excited. So we had went to, for the ones that do know, we had went to Antigua like 2 years ago, probably maybe 2 or 3 years ago, something like that. And when we went there, it was actually carnival season, so we was able to see the carnival happening there. It was the first time that I ever seen it look the way that it looked. Like when they do carnival out here, like in the States at all, it's like it just looks like a parade, but out there it really is like a whole freaking
Things
celebration.
shut down.
Like it's crazy. Like they
Yeah.
have, like you know how out here they just have like little, not even little, they be big, but they be like
Like the floats you talking
yeah,
about?
they just be like floats. Out there, they have whole 18-wheeler trucks. In the carnival, like the parade be so freaking long that every so often throughout the parade, they have bathrooms that are also in the parade where people are walking alongside of them, taking turns using the bathroom because the parade is so freaking long. Like it lasts forever,
Yeah.
child. Like it lasts forever. I was like, dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, and it goes on for like 2-3 days.
Yeah, and it goes on for
a week, damn near.
days.
Yeah,
it goes on for
days.
days. It's not
It's
just like
days,
one
the
thing. It
whole
goes on for
month.
days, literally.
It
You
was,
know
we
what
went
I'm
in I
saying?
think a whole month of August. Like we actually left, and there was still carnival still going
Yeah.
on. Activity.
Yeah.
That's
They have it during it. What's up, Trisha? My
Eastern
girly
Park.
girl, Trisha.
Yeah, you know about Eastern Parkway? They probably shut that down. So many people have become unalived on Eastern Parkway that around
What's
the time
up,
we
Max
stopped
B?
going. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much
First
for
it
coming
was the
through,
dollar
hun.
vans running people over. Then
Child.
then it turned into just gunshots. So you know, I haven't been to Eastern Parkway since I left New York in 2004. You couldn't get me to go back to it now and whatnot. It's not even the same no more. It don't have the same feel. It's different. No carnival feels like how it used to feel when I was a kid.
Hey, Naima. What's going on, boo? Thank you so much for coming through, hun. I really do appreciate you.
But I ain't gonna hold you. That's
I would
something
say
I
every
wouldn't
year, someone getting shot. Ooh, child.
Exactly. I ain't gonna hold you. That'll be one tradition I would pass on to my kids. Cause
The carnival.
the carnival. My
Yeah.
mom took us to carnival in
Carnival.
'88 when I was 5, and I
Carnival
was
was
like,
it was so lit, y'all.
I was watching all this stuff. And back then they used to throw powder. When I was a kid, people walked around baby powder and sprinkling people. People used to get in fights in that because you might come in your nice outfit and somebody just dash you with a bunch of powder, baby powder on you. Now they do paint. Like people are cool
yeah,
now.
now they do paint.
People are cool
They
now because
have
they know
so
you-
much paint everywhere.
Right.
And that was during the one event that happened. I forgot what day it was, but they started the party at like 3 a.m. Like that's when it actually started. So I was just like, child, what? I wanted to go, but it was just too early. And I know he wasn't going to wake up
No,
for
I
that.
don't know. Yeah,
I wanted
yeah,
to go.
Yeah, no.
Sure.
Yeah,
like,
but people know now to come dressed appropriate for it. Because back then you used to come fly and people mess you up.
Yeah, and I
stuff, so
see.
people
I
don't
can
do it no
understand why they would get mad for that because you're in like your dress your best and all of that. But yeah, so now I feel like people come in like their swimsuits and
Yeah.
they just be ready for everything.
In their swimsuits.
Shut up. Yeah, so Fantastic said I was there with the kids last year and people got shot. I was too close.
Yeah.
I said I'm not going back
No
there.
more. And like I said, I stopped in 2004. That's when I stopped
They
going.
said throwing baby powder and paint. Oh, they still doing
doing
that.
their
They
thing.
still doing that.
And
for
let's keep it
sure.
real. I'm gonna start some problem. The Americans did that. when the carnival, because carnival used to be just for the smaller islands. Then Jamaica came along and got in it. Then Haiti came along and got into it. Then the Black Americans, which I'm part of, so don't think I'm hating on them. But they started getting involved with the parade, and then it started getting turned up on the violent level. So let's just call it what it is. I know that I didn't have to put that into the lie, but let's call it what it is. That's what happened.
Okay, so my next question for you here is: are there cultural or religious religions that people do without knowing the original meaning? Which we kind of touched on
all of
already.
them. Think about
So, like, what about? Okay, so
Think
what's the
about-
whole deal with St. Patrick's Day?
that was supposed to be running the smaller darker people out of Ireland. They called them the serpent people. So that the snakes is not actual snakes, so there's no snakes up there. Well, there is, but there's no dangerous snakes in Ireland. There was a shorter band of tribal people that they were saying were related to the Twa people, which would be like the Guineas or the Congo people that are like 3 feet tall or something like that. That worked magic up there at one point in time, and Saint Patrick was supposed to be the person that ran them up out of there. But that goes back into a lot of the old history. If y'all know about Europe, so now that they're doing some archaeological studies, they're saying that um, Europe at some point became Caucasian. But if you go back and look, every nation that's up there from Deutsch to Swaziland, these are the old names of them, all started from a Moor. And they have a Moorish crest, which means they have a flag or a family crest that has a black person on it. Even with me, my surname is Lewis. When I went and did my history, the Lewis name comes from the Huguenots of France, which were Moors that were out of Europe and stuff like that. They came over to Virginia in the 1600s. I seen the actual family crest. So this whole idea that we actually come out of Africa is really getting unearthed. And now that we're finding out all these different things. So when you hear about St. Patrick's Day, they was like there was black people up in Ireland. Yes, there was. Even the Picts. And so and when you go and look at, for instance, the Jamaican accent, how they don't pronounce the H. If you go listen to somebody that's in Scotland, they don't pronounce the H either. But a lot of people think they get that from the slave master. They said that, they were Scottish. Oh, go ahead, change it.
We gotta change the date, y'all. I'm surprised none of y'all said something.
Yeah, go ahead and flip it while I tell them. But there's now different theories that the Scottish people that are originally the Scottish people are in Jamaica now. Go and do your studies and see about that one. You know what I mean?
OMG,
There you
y'all.
go.
It's January 1st. Oh, this way. Oh, it looked backwards, that's why. Yes.
Did my chat wrong?
This is January 1st, period.
Pop it back.
All right, so yes. Hey Liz, thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you, hun. Happy New Year's to you as well. So, yes, you guys, for anyone that's just now coming in, this is our show called Under the Surface. Under the Surface, honey. So, the topic of conversation is traditions that are myths. So that's what we're going through right now. So if you missed anything, feel free to just rewind so you'll be able to get into the midst of everything. And yes, make sure that you guys double tap the screen to like the live. If you're not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe. I really do appreciate all of y'all being here. All right, so let me see. Yeah, I think we read that one already. Okay, which holiday is the most misunderstood in terms of its origins?
I can't even say the same one. Let me think of some other ones. Because you can pick any one of them. President's Day.
Hey, Myra, how you doing? Thank you so much for being here, hun. President's Day. What's up, Joe? Thank you so much for coming through.
I don't even know what President's Day is, who it's actually for. Is it for Washington or Lincoln?
I mean, I thought President's Day was for like any president, for all presidents.
I mean, there was one that I think it was originally for Lincoln or whatever. But honestly, there was presidents before Lincoln. There was presidents before George Washington and stuff like that. And one of them was a so-called black man, but all of them were melanated. So, just pick that one because we already talked about Christmas and all of them. So.
Yeah.
None of them are what they say they are.
Liz said George Washington.
Yeah, well, they said George Washington.
George Washington birthday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is not.
You said that's not his birthday?
No, not the actual day we celebrate it.
Oh.
The same thing with
I
King
feel like
Day.
almost anything is not the actual day that we celebrate.
We celebrate King Day on that whatever Monday I think is on whatever Monday the third Monday of January. So it can be any particular day when his birthday is actually the 15th of January, I think it is. Something like that.
Okay. All right, so my next question for you is how much do marketing and criminalization shape the myths we follow today?
It's like criminalization.
Commercialization.
Billions of dollars. Actually, the American you know what? I say it like this. One of the reasons why this country is so successful and why everybody wants to be here is the fact that we spend the money we spend. One of the biggest things that we learned from Trump's tariffs that never happened was that the whole world got shook when Trump was putting the tariffs on, because
Hey, JB, what's going on, hun?
we seen one thing that was true. The American spending power is what runs the world just about. If you remove us and how we spend, it changes the world completely, and things like that. So them terrorists really told the truth and whatnot. So yeah, this country has the incentive to market and commercialize, because that's what they live off of. Without that, you're just a nation where you just go to work every day. That's what America is. If you remove the holidays, I think a lot of people would become unalivable, where they want to take themselves out without the holidays.
Yeah, I can see that.
'Cause you just be
being
working
like,
and
yeah,
just-
because people, they already be stressed out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
So that's supposed to, I guess, be the way that you reward your slaves here. It's about the same thing with the Caribbean. The Caribbean is like that, and Africa. If it's not for them days that they celebrate, they wouldn't have anything to look forward to. Like, really, in the island, they don't have nothing to look forward to besides the carnival. That's why they extend it for a whole month. Just make you act crazy and stuff. It make you and keep you drunk. That's what that's what they do
Okay.
out there.
So my next question is, do you think myths and traditions can be useful even though they're not true? Why or why not?
Yeah. Dopamine.
Dopamine.
Yeah, dopamine is the good feeling and stuff like that. But
oh, okay, yeah.
but shout out to the gamers. I like people who get into their own world. So the gamers who stay on their video games all day, day and day and a holiday every day. That's what video games. A new video game, especially when I was a kid, when I used to be a gamer. When I was a kid, I stopped playing games. I actually gave away my PlayStation when I was 17 when I dropped out of school, because I realized this was one of my biggest distractions that was making me dumb. So I got rid of it. But gamers, I have to give it to y'all. Yeah, that's your own world right there. A new
So,
video
let
game
me
was like the
see.
newest thing, like for real.
I think his name is Dark on Enemy Life. Said organized crime is better than chaos because organized crime stays in a certain location. And then
True.
they also said that myths and traditions have a place in everyone's life. You never know what's true and what can be true,
Yeah.
or what could be true.
Yeah, and that's what they learn the magic of that in this country, to attach entities to it. So like I said, when you look at the original origin of a holiday, is never what they say it is, but they twist on it in order for it to become what it is. So this is really a country that was created by marketing. That's why they say America's a corporation, which it kind of is, if you participate in it. There's another side of America though.
Yeah,
That has
that's
nothing to do with business.
Wow, it's just so insane to just really think of like all the different crazy things that really go on in this world to just keep people moving forward in a certain way. But yeah,
I think they learn from religion. The oldest mind have, right, for real.
All right, so how do traditions change the meaning over time? And when does a myth become a fact in a popular culture?
When you get enough people to believe in it, I guess you can say.
Yeah, I guess you can say that.
Based upon, but it has to be, but there is a science to it. It has to be enjoyable. Everybody has to understand the rules in order for them to participate in it. So, like I said, I think it's they say that behind every advertising campaign is a psychologist. They really study the people, and because in order to get people to mass participate in something, it has to be enjoyable. So they actually know how to tap into you.
Yeah.
And that's why I keep telling people that when everybody's participating in it, I say that's the scary part. It's like, did you realize that somebody actually sat down and masterminded this thing?
That's crazy to really think about, though.
I think I might want to become like a psychologist for that purpose, because they find, like, I was watching something on when they were saying like how social media is dying because now that everybody is getting monetized, that they're taking the joy out of things. And the guy who actually created the swipe to like keep feed the algorithm, he got paid $1 million or so while the companies are making billions off of it. And he says he regretted. He regret creating it because he realizes this next generation that's locked into their phone like this is because of the thing he created. He's a successful creating something that now these companies can take and keep you locked into your phone all day and stuff. So he feels like he changed the world in a negative way.
Oh, wow.
And now he has a campaign where he's telling people to stay off of the phone. But it might be too late.
Yeah, it's way
It's
too late for
too-
that. It's way too late for that.
It's
What?
too late to that.
The phone has everything to do with everything.
But this is
child.
what Terminator was about. You have to learn how to use the machine to beat it.
You know
You
what?
can't just say shut it off.
I
now.
only seen
You know?
Terminator when I was a kid. I never really got the meaning of it. I just remember it just being this man. What's up, Bree Bree? Thank you so much for being here, hun. I just remember kind of that it was just kind of about a man that was just
that
running
would turn into liquid.
Yeah.
They was chasing around trying to kill the humans.
I was just like, I don't know. I never really paid attention to it at all, though, for real. Like, I don't know. I need to go back and really watch it, though.
You got the same.
Hmm?
Oh, you got the same joint. I was like, wait, did you change it?
No, that's the same one.
Oh, okay.
Did he answer?
Yeah. I
Oh.
was like, one I was still there.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't change it yet. Okay, so let me see. Fantastic. I'm literally crying right now. I miss my grandma. Oh, baby. All right, so my next question for you here is, how do traditions change? Oh, no, I just read that
I
one.
agree.
Do you think people resist questioning traditions because it makes them uncomfortable?
Yeah, because as you learn and you feel like you have to change. If you feel like you have to change, I actually changed my name as I started to find out the truth. So for some of us, learning things make us get up and actually change our whole lifestyle. And for other people, they just ignore it and keep it going. And I got a chance to see that with my family when they asked me and questioned me about my name change, and I actually started breaking down to them. I seen them like the matrix was breaking for them, and I seen them resist it. And basically the conversation ended with them just going back to a normal topic, because when they started questioning me about my changes and they started seeing I started unwrapping things in their mind, they was like, oh, we don't want to have this conversation. Let's go back to talking about something nice. So I don't think a lot of people want to get out of the mind frame. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think, there has to be people that has to, if this stuff, imagine, like they always say, if everybody stopped doing something at one time, they always say if everybody stopped going to work one day, just everybody just not go to work and things like that, how it would shut down the nation or something like that. I don't think people are ready for that if they actually did that.
I don't think they're ready for it either. I feel like it would have to be, I don't even know what it would even be. I think that would be so weird though, just to like, I know for a guarantee fact that would never happen, but it would be so insane if it did. Like if everyone just in sync just did not, like we just picked a day and just decided today we not going to work. That would be so insane. That would be so weird.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen though, because
Definitely not going to happen.
because it's set up that way, and that's the thing. It's easy to do because even with COVID during 2020, when a lot of lockdowns happened, mostly what happened coming out of that is a lot of people seen money and the world differently. So a lot of it was an experiment to see what would happen to people if this would happen. And like they said, they don't believe. I think if there's another Democratic president that gets into office, we're gonna have another lockdown again.
You really think so?
Yeah, and if Supreme is in there, I know he loved that because he loves any Democrat punches.
Ciao. Thank you so much, Liz. I really appreciate you. Great live and topic. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, hun.
Liz is funny. That's a funny. I just realized.
Every time I be watching your live, he be cracking up,
laugh,
child.
Liz is funny.
Yeah. So okay. So my next question is, which tradition have dangerous myths behind them, like rituals that can actually harm people?
Halloween.
So what's the tradition behind Halloween that can harm somebody?
It's not even really a tradition. It's more about, well, there's a lot of energy on the autumn equinox that you can tap into. A lot of dark energy that you can tap into. And dark doesn't necessarily mean evil, but it is. It just means power. There's a lot of powerful energy there, and everybody's kind of participating in it. But I keep saying it. That's the day when they unalive mad children behind the scenes. So you can tap into it, but I don't think you're gonna want what's gonna come from it. At all in all, I don't think you should just sit around praying about it either. It's natural energy, but we're not told. I think you was watching that movie last night where with Tia and Tamara and them.
Yeah.
And like that reminds me of what they was talking about. Is energy is meant to look scary, but it's stuff you can tap into and deal with. But
That's crazy. I
really, it's
never
not meant
really
to.
like try to
Like,
break that down. So last night, y'all, I was watching Twitches because I haven't seen it in a long time, and I actually do love that. I forgot all about that movie, and that actually is my favorite Halloween movie. It was something else that I had said was my Halloween movie, but that's my favorite Halloween movie, child. Twitches. Yeah. So I was watching it, and it's actually kind of crazy to just think about how they were twin witches that were born and their father gave them like all of his power and they had to fight off the darkness, and the way they ended up finding out the way to fight off darkness is with love,
there you go.
which was crazy.
Which is true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is actually like real life true. That's so crazy to
And
me.
so that's what the Christian church is about. Is a way to teach love without teaching you about love. They give you something to focus on because they feel like if they just told the human beings just to focus on love, y'all wouldn't do it, which is true because look at all these channels now bashing relationships and bashing each other's genders and stuff like that. It's easy to bash each other versus love. So Jesus is a way to make you focus, but you can absolutely do it without that. You know.
Yeah, I guess so, child. Okay, so let me see. My next question is, if you can rewrite a tradition to remove the myths but keep the meaning, which one would it be and why?
Oh, I was reading somebody comment. Say it again. If
If you can rewrite a tradition to remove the myth but keep the meaning, which one would it be and why?
ooh. I'll start with the one that I feel is important. I would deal with Independence Day particularly, because that has to do with history. If we actually told the real history of this country, it'll crumble. You can pick any one of these and mess everybody up with them, but I think if as more and more the real history starts coming out about this country, um, it's going to really shock a lot of people as far as the population that's already here. And like they say, this is the empire. So when this one crumbles, everybody else is going to follow. I don't think any other empire crumbling, whether it's China, whether they was when the tariff thing was going on, China was about to dissipate. They was closing factories and everything, but it didn't touch none of the Americans. When America crumbles, what like the government of what we trust in here, the entire world's gonna go with it. Anybody else
Yeah.
outside of this, no. Any other country can fail. We have plenty of countries that failed already, and the world just keeps moving along. When this one fails, it's going to be something different.
404, what's up? Happy New Year's. Thank you so much for
What's
coming
up,
through,
Blackstone
hon. I
Earth?
appreciate you.
I'm creating TikToks.
What's
I'm
up,
creating,
Gabriel?
redoing my Instagram and stuff like that. And I got
Yeah.
a YouTube channel that I got to work on. So I got to stuff.
I'm kind of going through a whole redoing all of my stuff right now, including my Instagram. So, yeah. But, child, 404, you literally came like when we done ran through all the questions in there. That was my last question.
Was
We
it?
went through it really fast.
Okay, now we
this
can go through the
summer.
comments. Now, yeah, the fun part.
I feel like we was already going through the comments in a way. Yeah, we didn't. I was reading the comments as we was going through it. So, yeah.
Well,
Dang, I just getting home. Oh, it's okay. I'm glad you was able to make it home safely though.
yeah. Well, the lives can be replayed.
Mm-hmm.
So and there go the Nightbot. I thought you said it wasn't working.
No, what it was that people were trying to drop their link and Nightbot wasn't dropping their link.
Y'all need.
And that's what I was also saying to you. You can use Nightbot to drop your link when I was trying to tell you the last time to use Nightbot to drop your link.
What's up, Gabriel Jones? You don't like what we talking about? Do we need Jesus? Oh yeah, I just saying the whole chat needs
They
Jesus.
always come up in here saying you need Jesus. Everybody come up in here. Not everybody, but a lot of people come up in here saying that, child. Saying that, child.
Who's supposed to be the next person you interviewing on the Rhea?
Cooking Beauty, and that's gonna be on Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah. So y'all make sure y'all stay in tune for that because this Saturday on the 3rd of January at 6 p.m. I'm gonna be interviewing my girl Cooking Beauty for the re-up, and it's going to be exciting, and I can't wait. Yeah, man. But if you haven't already, make sure that you double tap the screen. Make sure you like the live. Make sure I shared you out. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, man, because we're on the road to 4,000 subscribers. So make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I definitely appreciate y'all. Yeah, man. Yeah, well, I think we're pretty much done.
Yeah.
We went through this one pretty fast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
What time is
saying? It is 4:23. It's been 80 minutes. Yes, y'all. Well, sure. We about to come and get up out of here then and enjoy our day. But I definitely appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for participating in episode 4 of Under the Surface. You feel me? So I'm going to put out the flyer earlier. You know, definitely thank y'all so much for coming out because y'all literally didn't even know about this episode until this morning when I put the flyer out.
Yeah.
So I definitely appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming through. You feel me? So yeah, next time it's just a bit more difficult because he has to really actually figure out what his schedule will be before we can plan it. So it's not like how it was before where we was able to plan like I post a flyer like 5 days in advance. It's not like that right now.
Because I like to do it on Sundays. I'll be real with y'all.
So
Sunday got that
we'll have
vibe.
to figure out how it's gonna work. So I definitely appreciate y'all coming through for real for the last minute people. Thank y'all so much. But yes, y'all. So make sure that you guys after this live just go and you comment. Whatever it is you want to comment, you can put hashtag Kiss Squad, you can put great show, anything, just to be able to give this show some traction and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And let them know your channel name.
Indigenous, or it's indigenous and whatnot. I was going to type it into the chat. You know how to spell it?
No.
All right. So I'll let you type it in.
Well, that's why I was gonna tell you just
because Nightbot be hating on me. That's your boy.
No, you never used. That's because you didn't do it the right way.
No. I put the no, because I dropped the channel link and it just said whoop. It said,
no,
nope.
you were supposed to just put Kiss Squad and it would drop your channel link for you.
So you had to show me how to do that.
Yeah, just type in Kiss Squad in the chat and then Nightbot would drop your channel link.
All right, well keep him busy.
Yeah, so let me see what y'all saying.
I try to pull these up.
No, we're not boyfriend and girlfriend. We're husband and wife.
Oh shoot.
Husband and wife.
Boyfriend and girlfriend.
Husband and wife. You feel me? But yeah. So type you.
No, that's computer wild now.
Yeah, man. So make sure to just keep an eye out for the flyer. Because when that go out, then y'all really gonna know like when the show is going to be. So I'm so excited. I'm so geeked about it, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna have to be the next topic. We gonna see what's in the air, what's actually going on, because that kind of triggers like what's happening. Like I feel like that'll be better discussing it that way, actually. But yeah, man.
Nah, my shit's doing it's bugging out.
It's not letting you.
It's going into the search bar.
I wonder why.
As I said, you might well do it from your phone.
But where's your phone? So you can just do it from your phone.
I have to get on YouTube. You're already on YouTube.
Yeah, but I said do it from your phone so it can drop the link. So all they have to do is just click on it.
I'm not logging in with my phone.
You're not logging to your YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hold on, y'all.
Yes, please. I was letting you know.
Dang. But I don't think I'll be able to do it on here because Nightbot might take it off.
I told you, Nightbot is a hater. But I'm showing y'all, this is one of my original pieces. So like I said, on my channel, I'm going to be dealing with not only what we do on the live, but I'm pushing the brand. That's my brand right there, Life and whatnot. It's a barcode. It has to do with the mark of the beast. I deal with a lot of risque topics, stuff that I won't bring over until her platform and things like that. Because I'm talking about stuff. It's not cancelable stuff, but you know, it's a little bit more on the dark side, basically, and things of that nature. It's my handle is called Indigenous More, but the channel is called Indigenous and things. So next time I'll be more prepared. But honestly, just like I said, my schedule changed. I'm working a lot more. So where I was going to really push the channel, I kind of fell back a little bit and said, all right, let me plan it a little bit better than that.
Thank you, Hannah. I appreciate you.
Going into the new year, now we in the new year, it's like I'm going to be focused more on that as the new year goes on. But yeah, when I let her know the schedule more, we'll set these lives up around it a little better.
Yeah, so if anything, what we'll do is after this live, I'll just comment his channel and y'all can just go and click on his channel or copy and paste his channel, put it in the search bar. But I definitely appreciate y'all being here. Thank y'all so much for joining us today. I hope that y'all enjoy this new year. I hope this new year brings y'all plenty of blessings, plenty of just amazing whatever it is that you're going through. Dang. Yeah, comment the channel. Yeah, I'll definitely put it there. Rodney, what's up, Rodney? You literally coming right when we're ending. We're actually about to get up out of here. This was our episode of Under the Surface. Episode 4, and we was talking about what's up, Danielle? Y'all must have just got off of somebody live or something, child. You know what I'm saying? No, I think this is 4.
Polygamy, black magic, minimalism. Okay.
Yeah, this is 4.
Okay.
Yeah, but thank y'all so much for coming through. I really do appreciate y'all, and we will see y'all on the next one.
Bye.
Bye, guys.